look at each other.
Medellin, Colombia, the city of eternal spring. Colombia has always been an incredible hub of culture.
Now, being a fan of the show Narcos, Medellin was never on my list to travel. But thanks to Top Shelf Getaways, along with the fact that the city just went through a remarkable social transformation, Colombia turned out to be a beautiful experience.
We arrived at the Intercontinental where we were greeted by Sir Darius Blaine, the founder and CEO of Top Shelf Getaways.
Hey, we're here!
Oh, what's up?
Hi.
Boo.
Mr. Top Shelf Getaways himself. I know you lying. Hey, what's up? Y'all met? Hello. Stephanie. Later that night, we explored the property.
Lounge.
The Titanic.
The Titanic. Top Shelf Getaways takes groups on all sorts of wild trips with a full itinerary. Our first stop was Medellin, Provenza. This was the heart of entertainment in the city, filled with bars, clubs, and good food. It was packed. We ended up at the Aura Lounge, and that was a new vibe for us.
The DJ was playing Colombian house music, and we got to really indulge in the culture out there.
Hey, you in Colombia?
After the club, most of the group went out to another party, but some of us were exhausted from traveling. Okay, they're going that way. Okay, it is. 1, 2, 3, go. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Are you serious? The next day, we explored the property and saw all of the Top Shelf Getaways promotion. The hotel grounds were beautiful, and there was so much to do.
We found a poolside restaurant called Fogón de Piedra. It was a Colombian vacation, so you know we had some breakfast shots. Suck it down.
Hey, take it.
That's all you drink?
That's crazy, right?
And now take that whole shot.
Wow, you told me to take the whole thing and you didn't.
My
Damn.
throat isn't as deep as yours.
Whoa, hold up. You forced me to do all that and then insulted me when you couldn't? My throat is deep.
Your throat's way deeper than mine.
That's crazy. Look at that. Your throat deep too. Your Mariana Trench throat. No, chase it with more tequila. We ordered some fresh shrimp ceviche for an appetizer.
Mucho gusto.
The chip is fresh. The shrimp is fresh. It's so good.
And a quattro formaggi pizza, which I think means 4 cheese pizza.
Pizza de cuatro quesos.
For the main course, baby back ribs with a guava barbecue sauce.
Okay? Period. Fresh pig. The food was incredible. Bye. Hello, Gemini. Next on the itinerary was a black and gold party at the Discotheque Dubai, hosted by Top Shelf Getaways.
There's a dude there that had the exact same hairstyle as me. We had the same silhouette.
I couldn't tell who was who. Can you?
This was a fashion show that featured various musical performances, fire dancers, and more.
We run out of time real quick on this earth, man. That's the whole purpose of this is to connect with each other. So, I'm not trying to preach at you. I mean, I'm one foot in, 1 foot out. But what's happening, especially here right now, is that people that would never cross paths are crossing paths. One of my favorite artists alive right now, and he's gonna be one of yours too. My boy Lawson right here. This is Lawson. Let's go.
How y'all doing tonight? Make some noise, you can have some fun.
Make some noise for Top Shelf Getaway!
They even had a lady there at the club handing out empanadas. That should definitely be standard in America. Everyone was getting it in on the dance floor. It was a great time.
Look at me going off. Go preserve me, go preserve me.
Contágiala de toda tu locura, será sin grata. La mujer cuando se entrega sin medida, le dirás, lo traicionaron. Las chiquititas, solteras y viudas y divorciaditas, me encanta la chata de cara de hermanos que no sean celosos, que tengas una escala de negocio, me gusta la vida. Y por eso traigo el alma de trovador.
Nope. Just keep doing what you were doing. Nope, you were doing so well before this. Please, stop. No. None of this. No, stop. No. None of this.
After the party, we hung out on the red carpet and engaged in our usual shenanigans. Light skin. Let me see light skin. Deliver me. Oh, period. You still lost though. You catching L's right now. Ooh, yeah. Crazy.
Are you doing it?
Yeah, that got me. I'm doing it.
How you feeling about paragliding?
I'm not doing it.
You not?
As of right now, I'm not doing it.
Okay. You're gonna get him to go.
Huh? The next day, we all jumped in a van and went to a mountain where they did paragliding. The drive was dope because we got a very real look at Medellin.
Y'all see how high this is?
It's crazy.
We arrived at Zona de Vuelo, which was like the base camp of the paragliding.
That's crazy. They said peeing is free, wiping your ass though. I got a taxi. Hey!
After doing some nervous shots, we headed over to a gigantic staircase that brought us up to the summit of the mountain. There were a lot of stairs. We finally got to the top and saw people taking off in their paragliders. Seeing them fly away into the void like that was a definite no for me. Luckily, I'm amazing with peer pressure.
Man's still making circles.
You really out there for a half hour?
I canceled this trip 5 times.
Did you really?
How you feeling?
Good. If that's it, I'm for sure doing it.
Flying the drone was good enough for me.
Who got the whiskey? In an unlucky twist of fate, we were told that the wind conditions were unsafe for us to paraglide. I was slightly bummed. Damn, I should have went early.
Me too.
Damn, I'm so mad. Yeah. All right. Well, saved by the wind, I guess.
My instincts never fail. We instead decided to grab some drinks at a local bar that overlooked the scenic views. You know we were okay with that.
You know we home. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Hearing that from somebody your age is crazy.
Twinkle toes. Bouncing up and down like a ballerina. Hi. Hi, sweetie.
Hi.
Oh my. Oh. We drove through the city and ended up at the Comuna 13 Street Festival. This was a popular Medellin neighborhood full of cultural art, food, music, and much more. As soon as we got there, we were immediately greeted by beautiful people and live music.
That's crazy.
En la comuna 13, en la comuna 13. Florida, dímelo papá, es que yo tengo la habilidad. No sé. Darío, tú estás puesto para los desafíos. ¿Qué más te elabora para el señor y la señora sin demora? Estamos a la moda. Florida, $100, $100.
There were multiple levels, and each one was more colorful than the last. Just look at these views. We made it all the way up to a rooftop bar that overlooked Medellin. The city view was absolutely stunning at night.
We headed back to the van and eventually made our way to the last stop of the night, the Exótico Karaoke Club. We were in for a night of drinks, karaoke, musical performances, dancing, and to celebrate the man of the hour, Sir Darius.
Everybody, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Sir Darius Blaine, my brother.
That's just, it's the reverb. It's the reverb. Shout out to Lawson, Ducci, all the incredible musicians who came and made themselves available to us for the weekend.
Once again, Steph was out there getting it on that dance floor. The next day, the entire group jumped on some private buses and said goodbye to Medellin. We headed to our next destination, Guatape, Colombia. We made a quick pit stop near the Guatape border where there were shops, restrooms, and for some reason, llamas. Once we saw the famous Guatape Rock, we knew we were near our destination. We pulled up to the gorgeous Hotel de Recuerdos. While we waited for our rooms to be ready, the few people who were up for it jumped back on the bus to check out the Guatape Rock.
All the way up.
This was a strenuous hike, but we wanted to see it for ourselves.
Oh, that's hard. Oh.
We ventured into a colorful plaza filled with food and markets at the base of the giant rock.
Hey. How do y'all know the choreography already? Here we go. Hey.
After psyching ourselves up, we decided to head up the stairs. It's the very beginning, and
You done.
the rock was a monster up close, with over 600 stairs to conquer.
Count on every y'all.
175.
That's 6. You talking about that 650? That's not enough up.
There's 600. 600 of these things. Have to focus.
It was an experience. There was a checkpoint halfway up with Virgin Mary statues. Y'all pray for us.
This view is insane. Come on.
I'm coming.
Describe how you're feeling.
This is tough, but I know the reward in the end is going to be so gracious, so delicious. Right now, this is the journey. The journey is more difficult than the destination.
Yeah. Yeah. You're preaching.
Yeah,
Yeah, church is full.
the church is full, okay? They heard me in the back.
They hit you in the back. How you feeling? What up, family?
Top shelf.
Yeah, top shelf. Let's go. No, it's not it. It's the prelude. It's the prelude.
You know what I'm saying? you like they didn't make it.
It was a tough climb, but being at the top made it all worthwhile.
Come on.
These were once-in-a-lifetime views.
That's crazy.
We were literally eye level with hawks. It was unbelievable.
He slid up though. Get the fitteroo. We high up, we're feeling good. It was a struggle, but you know, it was worth it in the end.
No drones, huh?
We worked up quite an appetite, so we went to grab food at the hotel restaurant, which had an amazing view of the water.
We started off with an appetizer of chips with a queso dip paired with fruit and lettuce. Those flavors together were interesting.
We also tried a cream of mushroom soup. I kept it simple and got a traditional dish. Chicken with a side of rice. Seasoned well, slightly dry.
And I got a chicken supreme with vegetables. It was bussin'. Definitely a lot of new flavors out here, and the food is so fresh.
Guzzler.
We finally got to our rooms and it was beautiful. The balcony views of the pool and the water were unmatched. So peaceful.
Hey.
And more shenanigans. We arrived at the docks and a super yacht was waiting for us. What in the Avengers? I've never even heard of that.
The yacht was filled with amazing people and fantastic vibes.
The views of the sun setting on the water were insane.
I can hear the silence as I'm walking by. Can you say something? Hold my hand,
From Orlando, from Florida, my dog, Tyler Yahweh.
Hey! Wait, hold on, DJ Hookoo. That's my dog over there. I just want to say this is the best trip ever, and we're with some beautiful people, and it's time to perform. Play that shit.
After the sun went down, we got the show started. Every act was a banger.
This woman is a gift from God. My God, her voice is crazy. She's a fucking angel, she's beautiful. super talented, and we're happy to have her here. I took some money out of my son's college fund to get her here. So I hope y'all come back next year. But right now, this is the lovely, the talented, the beautiful, the early 7th Streeter.
Now I'm gonna dedicate this song to Sedarius because it's your birthday. And thank you so much for having us all here. We've had the best time. It's been such an amazing group of people. If you enjoyed the people that you met here, make some noise. Yeah. I really thoroughly enjoyed meeting all of y'all. And it won't stop, won't say. Okay. My heart is what? Is yearning. Beautiful. Make some noise for your goddamn self. Let's keep this party going.
After 7th Streeter and a whole bunch of amazing acts shut it down, we had our headliner.
After an epic couple of hours, the night still wasn't over. Time for the after party.
This is the calm before the storm.
Isn't she beautiful?
Yeah.
Isn't she lovely?
Oh, she got a little voice on. I mean, I'm here with Stephanie, and
Let's
we're
go.
having an amazing time here in Colombia.
The next day, we woke up and gloomily packed our stuff to head to the airport.
Hey, time to go, Edley. We couldn't thank Colombia and Top Shelf Getaways for a better time. Until next time, keep your bags packed.
That was another episode of We Trippin' in Medellin, Colombia.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you said it right.
It took me the whole trip to stop saying Medellin. I thought it was Medellin until like the last night. But Medellin, Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
It's not our first time out of the country, but definitely the furthest. It's my first time in South America ever.
Mine too.
Really?
Yeah, I've never been that far.
Mm-hmm.
It was really fun. I was a little nervous at first.
Yeah.
Like, okay, because it has a rich history.
Very.
You know?
I was just thinking the Narcos theme in my head the whole time before I went. And, obviously that's where Pablo Escobar reigned supreme for a long time. But it was surprisingly a lovely time.
Very lovely time. And we actually went with our good friends at Top Shelf Getaways.
Shout out to Top Shelf Getaway. They really made the most out of this experience because what I really love about that company, shout out to Sedarius, they basically set a full itinerary. So there was always stuff to do, but you got to pick and choose. Like we missed a couple of things. We basically went on almost everything, unless the stuff that we were just like dead tired.
Right. So it was good that he had something for the early birds and the night owls.
Yep.
So we were kind of in between. So we missed some of the early bird stuff, but at the same time, we got to see like what they did, and they had some really good stuff.
We missed some of the super late night stuff too, because I mean those people know how to party for sure.
They really do.
And some of it we were just not hanging. But other than that, I feel like everything that we did was just like, it was amazing. Everything out there was beautiful too. Like even just the places we stayed, just going out and being able to interact with the people. Great time. I had no idea. That was never really like high on the list of places to go.
Right.
But I'm so glad that we went.
I never thought I would go to Colombia.
Really?
I never really put it on my travel itinerary. Like, so to have Serdarius tell us like, hey, this is where we going. You coming? I'm like, yeah.
Sure.
Why not? Let me see what they got going on.
Right.
I can't front. My parents were nervous. When I told them where we were going, my parents were like, why?
Yeah.
Why are you going there? And then we looked it up. We saw some travel advisories and stuff, and we saw that it was actually pretty good for us to travel to.
Yeah.
And we're traveling with a huge group, so that's even safer traveling in numbers. So
I was told that, it wasn't always open for Americans.
Right.
Like it was pretty much like closed off for only like locals, but within the past few decades, or I don't know exactly when they opened it up, but now it's more tourist attraction. But it is very much like you gotta be on top of it, because no one spoke English out there.
No one spoke English.
We had a translator and everything, but we definitely struggled with the language.
I was out there getting my Colombiana on.
You were struggling too. You were definitely struggling too. And speaking of struggling, I am going to try my best to pronounce a lot of these places that we went to, but please do not butcher us if we get it wrong. Because I got my phone right here. I'm just like, man, I'm not going to just sit here and act like I know exactly how to pronounce this. I'm going to do my best. I'm doing my best, okay? So, I mean, there was definitely a lot of activities, a lot of food. What food stood out the most for you out there?
We stayed at the Intercontinental, which is a really nice hotel. I love the Intercontinental.
It's beautiful.
And I had some pizza and some baby back ribs.
That was great.
Now,
let me see what it was called. Ready?
Oh, okay.
That was the Fogón de Piedra.
Piedra.
Fogón de Piedra.
De Piedra. Okay. Check us out.
Maybe.
Who said it right? Neither one of us, huh?
That was good.
The pizza was fantastic.
It was a vibe. That was the Quattro Formaggi pizza.
Oh, check you out.
That sounded like I said Spanish and then Italian. It was like a 4-cheese pizza.
Okay.
Yeah. You know
Fromage is cheese.
Is that how you say it? Formaggi?
Fromage.
Oh, is that? Oh, then just don't say the.
I believe so.
Fromage. 4-cheese pizza. Okay.
It was really good. The ribs were really good. Y'all know by now, from all the places we go, if there's ribs there, I'm going.
You dipped into the pork. That was interesting.
Fresh pig, huh?
Yeah, and that was like the type of vacation that it was just like 10 a.m. Run the shots up. You know what I mean? They had tequila everywhere.
Yeah.
But that was a vibe. It was like poolside. It had the huts and everything. That was a really nice restaurant.
What was yours?
So I actually also picked a hotel restaurant. This was in Guatape. Guatape, is how you say it? Guatape. This was at the Hotel Los Recuerdos.
That sounded good to me.
Recuerdos. Yeah. So you had the chicken and rice, which was like a staple out there. A lot of the places we went to had the chicken and rice.
I had the chicken and rice.
And then
but you had
I had some crazy stuff. I had the grilled chicken supreme with vegetables. I just wrote down the English translation.
You didn't even want to try that one.
That was rough, but it was really good. The chicken was really juicy. It had like a bunch of vegetables piled on top of it.
It definitely was.
And then the appetizer was very new to us too. It was like the queso with the chips.
Yes.
But they had the pineapple and the apple and berries with the lettuce also. It was just like, you can tell, even though we didn't really know what it was just like, oh, this must be like a staple out here.
The crazy thing is we didn't know that all of those flavors actually do complement each other.
It's really good.
So when we put it together and had it, I was like, I actually liked it so much that I was happy we got a second one.
Cheese, fruit, chips, and lettuce. You would never think.
It was really good.
You would never think.
But we oftentimes have little competitions between the two of us on who can order the best dish at a restaurant.
You be winning, low key.
I usually do, but you blew me out of the water.
Oh yeah, because the pizza was mine too.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? Yeah, food was great, but it actually didn't hold a candle to the activities. There were so many to choose from. But I think that my personal favorite thing, just because of how lively it was and how it just felt like, you know, we were pretty much like guarded up the whole time. You know, we were in the resorts and stuff. We popped out to little things, but I feel like we weren't truly immersed in the culture until we did the Comuna 13 festival. That was so much fun. There was art everywhere. There were dancers and musicians. It just seemed like a cultural hub of Medellin.
Yeah, they had a band. They had just guys that stopped us and rapped for us.
It was like a rap concert.
Yeah.
I don't know who they thought we were, but they were rapping like they were trying to get signed.
Oh, they loved us. There were statues everywhere, like this big, huge head of a statue in the middle of just community. Like, I've never seen that many people just like out and about, just having fun. I don't know how long it was. It was maybe a couple miles long.
It was pretty long. We didn't even walk the entire thing.
Right. So it was just, and you guys saw, you know, what we experienced, and our footage doesn't even hold a candle to the vibe that's out there.
It was, it was very electric. You know, there was food all the way around. We actually got to go all the way up to a rooftop. There was a restaurant on the roof that, you know, they fed us, they gave us drinks. But the view, like seeing Medellin, like that was my favorite view of Medellin. You know, it wasn't necessarily like water or you know, like nature. It was just like the city, you know, like all those, what are they called? The barrios? I'm doing my best, people, but it was just like, you know, not only did you see the festival from up above, you got to see just like the entire city, and it was just like, it was beautiful. You could just tell, like, man, I am not in America right now.
Yes, it was beautiful. The people were beautiful. And you could just hear like little blasts of music from different areas. And it just looked like people were just genuinely happy and having fun.
Everybody was having fun.
Yeah, I don't think it cost anything to just, you know, just walk around and just be around people, you know? So I think sometimes we get so used to just being antisocial sometimes that we forget about community, and out there it's just like, it seemed like that was just the thing to do, and everybody was out, kids, families, it didn't matter what it was, and people was just dancing and having fun. It was very refreshing.
Yeah, very, very fun. All right, so what was your favorite activity?
My favorite activity would have to be the yacht party.
The grand finale.
Yes. Top Shelf Getaways put on the yacht party for the music bash. And it had some artists like Natalie LaRose, Jeremiah, Micah Da Vinci, Tyler Yahweh. There were a lot of people that performed. Seven Streeter.
It was a great show too.
Oh my God, it was.
We were turning up.
We were bouncing.
Turning up.
We were bouncing all of the water out of the hot tub.
That's a good party.
And it was nice because the
like
water.
4 jacuzzis too.
Yeah, and the water got on my feet. And you know, usually when the water like splash on your feet or something, it's freezing cold. This was nice and warm, so it even felt more comfortable.
I didn't get splashed. I just heard about the water being out, but I was like, that makes sense. We was turning up, and the fact that they had, you know, just good people and good vibes. You know, it wasn't really bougie, even though what we were doing was bougie. You know what I mean? We were in the top resort, mega yacht. You know, they had food, they had liquor, and it was just like everybody was so cool. You know, and the the views also. We got to see the sunset over the water, and that was just a really, really good event put on by Top Shelf.
It was.
Yeah. They really know what they're doing.
They do. Everybody was dancing. Nobody was like stuck up or trying to worry about imagery or whatnot. There was a DJ. There was food, drinks, just everything was just, and the weather. The weather was perfect.
Yeah.
So it was like 70s with a slight wind.
It was hot that day.
Yeah.
It was for sure hot that day.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is when we got to the boat, it was in the evening time. It was coming into the evening time, so it wasn't so hot for the yacht party.
But
and it was
cold.
just like, not too cold. It was perfect. So that was a really, really, really fun event. And you just got to let your hair down and just like party with people. Like,
yeah, it was definitely the most fun yacht party I've ever been on. Yeah. All right, so that was our favorite food, our favorite activity. I know it's very hard to choose from because this trip was just filled with events. What was your skin tuition looking like?
Oh, Lord. So I think my skin tuition was more on fire before we went.
Yeah.
So there's the travel advisory. When I looked it up, it was yellow, which still meant there was proceed with caution, but it was still okay to go, but I paid attention to everything that they said do. And one of the things that they talked about was going with a group of people. And with our group of people, we had security. We had armed security 24/7 with us wherever we went. So that kind of took a little bit of the alarm down.
For sure.
As we got there and we just experienced stuff, it was really fun for me.
Yeah.
I didn't have too many red flags. It felt good, but I know one of the reasons it felt good was because we had so many people with us.
This is a little weighted because we can't really speak for people who go alone. And, that's why I have to give it to Top Shelf again, because just the amount of people that we had and the emphasis on security that they put into the trip, it kind of just made us safer. And to be honest, I probably wouldn't have gone to Medellin had it not been for this event. But now I feel like I would go back with a smaller group.
For sure.
I feel like I understand it now. So yeah, my skin tuition wasn't too crazy. I think that for me, it's like when you're with a big group of people who are doing bougie stuff and you're known as Americans, you're clearly American, you can kind of have a target on your back.
Right.
But having armed security definitely helped.
Yes, for sure.
Definitely kept me at ease. So I'm sure we learned a lot of things in terms of travel hacks. But do you have anything you want to bring to the table?
So this is something that they always tell you to do. And so if you haven't heard it, you're hearing it now. To always bring a bag that you can zip up. Whenever I've looked up travel tips when I'm going somewhere outside of home, it's always to make sure your belongings are secure, because pickpocketing is like something that's huge in other countries and probably ours too.
Yeah.
But I am the type of person where I like to bring, bags that maybe just button or are open at the top, and that's like a huge no-no. So I've invested in my little fanny packs, little bags that I make sure completely zip up. So your stuff is just more secure because, you have your passport, you have your ID, and those are things that you don't even want to risk for the sake of fashion or looking cute, that stuff being taken, because it's a hot commodity. That passport is commodity, okay?
That's weird that people are selling passports out here. But I did hear about that, don't keep your wallet in your back pocket. Keep it in the front. If you have like a fanny pack, always keep it to the front.
And zip.
Because there was a point in time I studied pickpocketing.
Did you?
Yeah, because I think it's cool. It's kind of fun. Like I love Ocean's 11. So to bump into somebody and make them feel something right here so that you could grab something. The art of it was dope. I don't like stealing, obviously, but I did learn it so I can, know how to avoid it. And that's just a good tip overall, to just keep the stuff in front, keep it all in a place that can't just be like popped open real quick. Yeah.
What's yours?
I have kind of like two halves. One was like just a callback to how we said we struggled with the language. Every time we've left the country, we went to very, very popular tourist attractions where the native language, the people there also learn English, you know, like a resort where everybody speaks pretty good English. This was the first time we went somewhere where it was very, very heavily Spanish. You know, it was almost like lucky if we talked to somebody who also knew English. So, you know, I know that Americans can be pretty ignorant and going somewhere and being like, why don't you speak our language, which is crazy. So, you know, I think that if you were to go to some place like Colombia, you're more than likely buying that ticket way far in advance. So I would just say, like, take the time, learn the language. You know what I mean? Like, just download an app. Just get some basic phrases, because we were struggling. There was some times that we were just, you said you felt like a little kid, like trying to navigate, like, and just kind of like do these like motions to, you know, let people understand what you're talking about. But I think that if we would have taken the time, we didn't have that much time. We went pretty soon after we booked. But if we had like a half a year in advance to do this, I definitely would have downloaded an app and just learned some basic phrases so that you can really immerse yourself and, you know, actually communicate with people.
And if you're going anytime around this airs, then just make sure you have a translator app because they use them there. Like the waiters that we had, they will pull out their phone and just be like, what's your order, pretty much. And you just speak into their phone and it'll translate for them. And so
technology.
Technology really saved us. But that is a great travel hack.
Thank you.
Because anywhere else we go, I feel like I'm gonna learn the language. Maybe I'll learn Greek.
That's so random.
Greek coming up for Greece.
So the other one that I have is more of a mind state, but I know a lot of times when you're on vacation, you get just really tired, whether it's a travel day or you just got a lot going in the first half of the day. But one thing that this trip really solidified for me was to, even if you're exhausted, if there's something cool that you can do, just do it. You know what I mean? Even if you're dead tired, because more than likely you're not going to regret it, and you'll lose that, you know, I don't feel like it while you're there. You know, it's so easy to be like, I'm at the pool, you know, I've been traveling all day or doing all this all day, I don't want to go to this place. But we found, definitely with the hike, that even if we didn't want to go, we were just like, we don't know when we're ever going to be back here. Let's just do it, because, you know, at the most, you'll just be tired. I
can't stress enough how good it was that we went to everything that we went to, because, at some point in time, we were exhausted. But we were like, we got another event to do. We got another place to go. Even before going to Comuna 13. We had gone on, I believe we had gone on like a little hike, and we were tired, but it was already like everybody was struggling to get up these stairs. But I'm so glad that we did it. Even though we didn't get a chance to paraglide, we did get a chance to. I was going to do it.
I was not.
It was a beautiful view. The scenery was just amazing. So even if you don't get to do an activity, even just hiking up to the activity is an activity. So it was really nice to just push past already being tired, and doing activities, because you never know what kind of view you're going to get or what you're going to experience out there. And chances are we aren't going to be back in the exact same places that we went to the last time, you know?
And I regret not doing the stuff that we were too tired for, honestly. Like, they had this massive dinner where people were performing, and they had like all this food being brought out. And I saw the video. I was like, dang, like, I know I was tired, but I would have been tired there, you know. So definitely, just, I know there's a lot of people who go on vacation and they're just like, man, I don't want an itinerary, I just want to chill, which is fine. But man, get out there. You won't regret it. You won't regret it.
Also, one of my favorite things that we did, an honorable mention, we were exhausted before going to this, but we saw Guatape Rock.
Oh yeah,
and
that was tough.
That was, I believe, going up 650 steps.
And they made sure we knew that the numbers were on the stairs.
Yeah, I felt every step of it.
Yeah.
Most of our group didn't make it because people just wanted to chill at the pool, which was understandable. Yeah. Making the decision to hike up a 650 step rock versus lay at the pool.
Yeah.
I'm glad we decided to do the activity because we got to see not only just the rock, but there were shops around.
I love that little town.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. But when we got to the top, there were just beautiful views around the rock that I've never seen anything like that before.
Right, the green waters and stuff. I don't even know what the geologically those types of places are called, but it was just really pretty.
It was really
people were boating and stuff. Yeah,
and
worth
so
it.
I probably lost about 15 pounds walking up that rock.
Shout out to the healthy people who convinced us to go, because most of the trip did not go. That bus was empty.
Right.
But once again, big shout out to Top Shelf Getaways. This was an amazing trip, and if you guys want to join them, make sure you hit them up. Go to their website. They're traveling all the time, and they make it so that the more people go, the less you have to pay. It's obviously very safe, and they have a lot of stuff for you guys to do. So check them out. And Colombia was just a lot of fun. Glad we did this.
I am
Glad we did this. All right, well, this has been another episode of We Trippin'. I've been Patrick Cloud.
And I'm Persephone.
We'll see you on the next one. Keep your bags packed, y'all.
Bye.